get some money. Every day we blowing gas. Every day we in the mall. Every day we blowing cash. I do this every day. Every day I do this shit. It's just an ordinary day. Every day I get some money. Every day we blowing gas. Every day we in the mall. Every day we blowing cash. I do this every day. Every day I do this shit. It's just an ordinary day.
Hey, yo, what up? It's your boy Face from Flight School TV. I'm down here in Beverly, Chicago at Addison and Clark, one of the hottest up and coming brands in the city that y'all need to know about. If you don't know, you about to find out. So let's just kick off the interview with y'all introducing yourself.
I'm Lux, one half of Addison and Clark, one half of Mag Mal, repping Chicago to the fullest west side. You know, that's pretty much it.
This nigga ain't been out west in months, man. Man, what up? It's Blake, the other half Addison and Clark, the other half Mag Mal. You know what I mean?
So the first question I want to ask y'all, how did y'all end up coming together to form a brand like Addison and Clark?
Well, actually, me and him, we've been connected by the hip shit our whole over 20 years, man. You know what I'm saying? But there was music, street shit, clothes, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like we always
Fashion,
been, fashion. We always been kind of joined at the hip with shit. So, at the time, he was pitching a line coincidentally that he was gonna fire off just dolo. You know what I'm saying? And I was doing the same shit. So that's just like from the music, it transitioned over to the fashion. He was thinking of a line, I was thinking of a line, then we just came with the idea like, you know, why don't we just collaborate like we do everything else.
Two-headed monster,
yeah,
right?
just form a two-headed monster yet again, just go ahead and rock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense, and that's a beautiful thing to see two black men from Chicago come together, because we a city that's so divided that a lot of that don't happen.
Right.
Yeah.
So early on, how did y'all start the business? How did y'all come up with the name Addison and Clark?
Well, in the beginning, we used to rhyme. Well, we used to rhyme. We still rhyme. You know, it's like a, you know, it's a love for music.
Yeah.
And you know, we was called Mag Mal, and that was short for Magnificent Mal Downtown, so forth and so on. So we always been fresh. We always been fly. The nigga with the sneakers, the latest bag, the latest trench coat,
if you doing
whatever.
music and fashion,
exactly, they coincide. So it's like, at the time, me and my brother, we had a shoe store. We had a consignment shop called The Lifestyle. And at the time, you know, we needed a brand that would like push the kicks further out. This is back before reselling was crazy, and it kind of started when the brands had hit and the internet went crazy. And I was sitting down working on a line called Grayscale, and at the time he wanted to do a line, but he wouldn't figure out what name he wanted. So we just came together, and the Addison and Clark story, the name that he could pretty much tell you how, because he called me one night like, yo, what you think of Addison and Clark? I'm like, it's dope. I think of Donna Karen. I think of Jill Sander. I think of, you know,
Dooney and Burt.
Exactly. So, but when he told me the concept, how he got the whole name, I was like,
So break down that concept.
because people think it's a north side thing, and it's not a north side thing.
Yeah. So break that down.
It came about really unorthodox as hell, bro. I was gigging for CTA, and I was working overnight. So you know, overnight they got like the giant the billboards and shit. If you ever catch the train and shit, like the advertise for like T-Mobile or, you know, Sprint, whatever the case may be. So they were swapping out those boards. They was pulling out the old ones and putting up some new ones.
Yeah.
And the shit that they was putting up for new was like an advertisement for like a new sandwich shop. You know what I'm saying? But the theme to what they was putting up was like any two meats is like the equivalent of any two streets. So it was like pastrami and roast beef equivalent to State and Lake, and turkey and woo 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 is equivalent to Madison and Monroe. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, named all the downtown shit or whatever. So then it got to like two meats, and it was like the equivalent of Addison and Clark. So I'm seeing them putting the boards up and shit. And I liked how the whole Addison with the ampersand and the Clark and shit, it just sound real clean, you know? And I think shit through, so I'm like, damn, like if I was in Barney shopping, right? I saw like Rag and Bone, see Off-White, I see this, I see that, I see Addison and Clark, I see, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it can kind of get in that traffic, you know what I'm saying? Just off the name alone,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
So you ain't
like,
want to attach a name that would automatically stereotype you.
Exactly.
Yeah, we didn't want to be urbanized.
Exactly.
We didn't want to put it like dope boy wear or you know, you know,
Yeah, I
one
get
of them crazy names.
Want
You know,
something clean that got some range. So it's like naming your motherfucking baby.
Okay, so yeah, so all right, so y'all brainstormed the name, came up with the name, then what was y'all first product?
our first piece
Was it
it was a signature tee. It was called the Clark tee.
Yeah.
And what happened was it was a off-white creamish color, like eggshell color T-shirt. And what we did was we took it to a seamstress and we had her put a flannel like
it's extended.
Oh, you know what?
piece.
I got it in the bag, bro.
Yeah. Well, at the end of this
I
interview,
wanna
we're
show
gonna have
you
to
it
bring
too.
that
It's
out.
crazy.
At the end of the interview.
First
But that was the
piece,
first piece, and we dropped it, and they went crazy for it. And we did limited joints because we wanted to see what it was gonna do.
Right.
And then after that, we had hit them with the Kerry Bradshaw joint, the Carl Lagerfeld inspired joint, and then it just went crazy after that. But that first initial piece was the Clark tee. And it had Halston 8 on the back. That was another thing. So people was like, why y'all Halston 8? Y'all from around there, blah, blah, blah. But they didn't know at the time when he was gigging for CTA, that was the whole thing with the city, like the Halston 8, the Ashland 9.
Right.
Bus.
Exactly.
The Ashland 9 bus, and you know what I'm saying? So it was like just incorporating shit that the city can relate to,
Right.
just making it more fashionable.
Yeah.
Right, and that's probably contributed to the city gravitating towards y'all the way it's been
heavy,
gravitating.
Yeah.
Because my first experience was when I seen the Halsted jersey and I seen Ashland and I'm
right.
in Division, I'm like, man, y'all doing them jackets. I'm like, them jackets is cold.
Yeah.
So y'all went from that T-shirt and y'all just slowly just kept going and going and going.
You know what? We had our on and off points. Like, you know, we always had dope ideas, but we never had that seamstress to lock in with us. So we always, you know, we come with this old flamboyant piece, but it's like we got to pay her, and then we got to go take it over to her, and she fucked that up, and we gotta take it, now we got to get it again, and so forth and so on. So, but in the meantime, doing that, we were still dropping like inspired tees and just like, I ain't gonna say randoms, but we was just dropping shit that like represent us. Like we had this shirt called 7 to the 9th Power, and at the end, I'm gonna show you that again. It was like it was real clean cut eggshell. We did an eggshell. We did it in gray. We did it in black. But it was like a circle with the 7 to the 9th on it.
Yeah.
And by us being from 79th Street, we wanted to make it look clean though. We didn't want to be
Right. Hood.
Exactly.
People understand it, but people will want it that's outside of that area.
Exactly, yeah, because we had people outside of 79th Street buying it,
Right.
buying it too. But then you always get your, bro, I'm from 63rd, put a 6 tray.
Yeah,
But it ain't
yeah.
about that. It's about the look, the aesthetic that we was going for.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Exactly. That's kind of crazy that y'all think that far. Because a lot of people be short-sighted and they want to think neighborhood, but y'all at an early stage in y'all development was thinking bigger than that. Y'all was already thinking like, we don't want to go with this hood name. We want something that'll be globally accepted by everybody. And even though y'all repping the neighborhood and y'all putting 7-9 on the shirt, y'all even still in that moment had the presence of mind to say, no, but we want everybody to be able to wear this.
Yeah, because we didn't want to do the cookie cutter thing, you know what I mean? Because at the time, Jordan and Foam and, you know, Bo Jackson's was bringing all these colorways out, and we was trying to like offset it. So like, if everybody doing red and black to match the breads, we gonna do some forest green shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We wanted to, you know, separate ourselves from everybody else,
Right.
and it worked out for us. You know what I'm saying?
So what was some of the early struggles like for y'all, like, because a lot of people might not understand, like, y'all got an actual brick and mortar store. Y'all got a store that people can walk in, check, and feel the environment when they come in here. Y'all hear yourself. Y'all embrace the people when they walk in, and that's one thing that I feel when I walk in here, that I'm not just spending my money with just this big corporation. I feel like I'm almost supporting Chicago when I walk in here and I feel welcome. You feel me?
More intimate shopping experience.
But yeah, that's the best way to put it. It's a real intimate shopping experience. But what were some of the challenges that y'all had to face before even getting to this point that y'all at now?
Man, it's a lot, man.
Saying, I guess you could touch on it though, but I'll just put it out to you. It's like, I guess it's like we fathers. You know what I'm saying? We real full-time fathers. You know what I'm saying? We had careers at the time.
Shout out to all the full-time fathers because you can't that can't be understated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because all the fathers out there doing y'all thing, salute y'all. I just wanted to take a moment to recognize that because that is a powerful thing.
Absolutely.
But
that is a powerful thing.
Then you gotta look at it though. Being two black kids from the ghetto. I grew up in the projects out west, Henry Horner projects. He grew up on the low end in the Wells, and like we seen some of everything. You know what I'm saying? We dabbed in a few things. We played around the street, so forth and so on. But we always had a passion for fashion. Like I meant to rhyme, but like it was like I need that Tim or I need that Rick Owens or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like it was just always there. But the struggle was like trying to raise, like for me, I got 2 daughters, he got 2 twins and an older daughter. But it's like having kids and making that stable and then having your own personal life, making that stable and trying to work a 9 to 5 and exactly, and then let's be honest,
the scene shit that people
you don't see.
You know?
Right.
So when they like, why Addison and Clark don't produce as much as they should back to back, they don't know like, yo, my daughters. They ballet. I gotta pay this ballet before I make that next crew neck. You like it's cool, You know what I'm saying? But ballet, she got dreams too. You know what I mean? So it's like just shit like that. It was some of the struggles,
real life shit.
And then the fact that sometimes we couldn't find, like I say, the seamstress, the people that we wanted to do. Because in Chicago, we got this thing. I think it need to stop, man. Like people have all these resources, right?
Talk about it.
But I always tell people, yo, if you're a fashionable dude, you can wear whatever. Gucci ain't worried about Louis ain't worried about Tommy Hilfiger and so forth and so on.
Talk
blah,
about
blah. But in Chicago, we got these people with these brands and be in these certain situations, but they want, hey, yo, Blake, you can get these crew necks here for this price. My homegirl can do this, seams for this. You can buy this material for this hat here, but they don't. Oh man, it's like keep it like it's top secret. You know
See,
what I mean?
that's an issue that go unaddressed, because it's almost like I found the lick and I ain't putting nobody else on my stand. But at the same time, what I always preach and what I always tell is the same page y'all on. It's like if I'm getting money and I help you get money, but you get money over there. The more everybody get money, the less friction it is, the less violence it is, the less problems it is. Everybody getting money, everybody is happy. So I understand exactly what you're saying.
And let's be honest, Fakes. It's a market for everything. Okay, you can take the same 4 silhouettes. And you can give them the 4 different brands. You're gonna get 4 different ideas, 4 different perspectives, so forth and so on. So if you sending me to the same person that you get your silk screen printed, whatever the case may be,
we ain't painting the same.
We're not painting the same anyway. So therefore, I can't tap into your money. You might put a Mona Lisa on the shirt. I might put some fucking spaceships on it, and we both can sell. We both got a consumer. So, but
you're gonna gravitate to
or somebody might come and buy both.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like. I don't know, man. With this city, you just gotta.
And
it's like get in where you fit in, and then you got some dudes that look out like. Shout out to the big homie Diego. Shout out to Zorn now. They always show love. Any resource, any type. Shout out to Corey, OG Corey. And a couple, and Big Dave from Fly. But like a lot of brands, man, they just, they feel like they ain't got to pass the torch. Like sometimes you got to pass the torch because these young cats, they got ideas and they want to be, the next big thing in Chicago. They want to be the next big brand.
I get plenty DMs, bro. Keep it real, and motherfuckers, I don't know if I'm a hole in the wall. You know what I mean? But just the fact with me, keep it funky. The fact that you black, I feel like I have a moral responsibility.
Yeah, and honestly, if more people thought like that and felt like that, we got the power to really change the landscape of everything going on, especially in Chicago.
Lead by example, though.
Exactly.
You gotta lead by example. That's why there's a lot of people that reach out to me and say, hey, I personally don't know you, but I'm digging your brand. Woo, woo, I'm working on something myself. I was just wondering if you could give me a contact, connect where I could probably get some shirts to get started on. You know what I'm saying? Some 80-20 hoodie sweatshirts. You know what I'm saying? Like
y'all started up. When y'all started up, y'all really had to really dig in, really figure out where to find these places. You ain't really had no.
Yeah, we had, like I shouted out like Zio. Zio always, he'll put us in tune with a certain things that he used. Or he'll tell me, yo, don't go over there, they're a little bit funny style, they can't get with your idea. And we was always left, you know what I'm saying? So what happens is we weren't just, making the average, we weren't trying to make the average thing, we was trying to go be up above and beyond the average
stand
piece.
out.
Exactly. So we was more into like the I don't know.
Kind of like abstract art.
Exactly.
You
so
say.
It's like we wanted to. So it's like our idea was crazy. So we was like we'd get certain people to fulfill the need what we needed, and then we get certain people that can do it. So that'll put time off on us. So now we looking for somebody. And it's been 3 months. And Addison Clark ain't dropped nothing. But we ain't dropping nothing because we lackadaisical. We ain't. It's like, yo, we can't bring it to life. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then that's based off the resources that we not getting. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a lot of people in Chicago. They got Nike resources and
but they cuffed them right under their arm and they don't
which is cool. But you know what? We started. How we started, like I said, we started with like a t-shirt. For real. Like all the shorties out there that want to do brands, so forth and so on, man. It's a market for everything, man. Get you an idea, have you a reputable name, or have you a name that just makes sense or represents you or your people or somebody can relate to, and then just take it from there, man. And we a prime example of it. We ain't just jump from selling that t-shirt to Addison and Clark 1,500
Say that one more time. Say that.
Don't be scared to take the chance, man.
Real shit, man.
It's no error-proof system to this shit. It's all a gamble. My only advice to you is don't fuck with it if you're not ready to gamble. Cause it's a gamble.
Major key.
And it's not about the money with us. It's not about the money. We really want to see you in this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people like, yo, why that duffel bag $350, bro? Like, I really want you to know, like, this real lambskin Shirley and shit on here. Like, I want you to know. So when I talk to you, and you get on the plane, and they like, yo, that bag is crazy. Like, we want you to talk that talk, so that you see why the price. But at the same time, we got a real passion for this shit. Like, this is all we do. We talk.
Because if we really wanted to run the bag up, bro,
we could just go.
We can make 1 million shirts that say, "Goddamn it, on my mama, on baby," so blow out them bitches tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Oh God, put that on the shirt and blow out them bitches. Like, we're just trying to run the bag up. You know what I mean? Like, there's an easy way to do this shit now. You know what I mean? You're just not gonna get a long run with the shit. So whatever you bag out of that, bro, that's it. You know what I'm saying? But we looking for the long stretch, man. We looking for the long stretch and really trying to build something that we can, pass on our kids and teach them the business, and they can, introduce interns and the shit and kind of just keep it, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of like pass the jewels. Bro.
And that's what made me want to come and sit down with y'all, because without that even being said, I felt that. You feel me? Yeah. So I noticed that the concepts that y'all put into the clothes, as you can see, I got a little cleaned up today. You feel me? I got a little cleaned up. Hold on. Let me show them. Hey, pardon my back. You feel me?
That's a dope collection we got going on right now. The Rain Go Away collection, man.
Pardon my back.
You know what I'm saying? That's ill.
Yeah, this guy, I got to get a credit to this guy though. Like, he be thinking of some fire out shit, and he'll bring it to me, and I'll be like, nah, bro, I just wanted to. He'll be like, bro, trust me, do this like this. It's gonna be like this. So he'll send me a silhouette. I'll take it to my people. They cook it up, and now we get the people going crazy on the shit.
So y'all started, like you said, y'all started with the t-shirts. What was that moment that y'all was like, man, that one, that took us to the next level? Like that one, do y'all have like that one item that just really was like, damn, that just boosted us up?
Yeah. see, the more intricate item like this right here, you look at this
I love
pop
that
piece
one.
that we just dropped recently. That motherfucker sold out in like
Man, I love
3
it.
hours, something like that. But these jackets right here, you know, the Chicago jacket, the bus route jacket. What happened was like we had started with Austin and Ashland. We from around Ashland. And we just love the number 8. Like me and him, we just love the number 8. So we like, fuck it, let's do Austin 8. And we did them in navy blue for
red.
and people thought it was some hood shit like Austin
Yeah,
for
'cause-
the moles.
yeah, 'cause the
blue
folks
for the
over there.
It wasn't about that, bro.
Right.
I'm from out west. Like, I'm just gonna say
Right,
that. So
right.
it wasn't about none of that. So the shit went crazy. Like
So the jackets is. I mean, y'all was gaining momentum with the t-shirts, but
Right.
once y'all released them jackets, it
right,
just
because now you got somebody that can relate to a certain hood, a certain place,
Yeah.
and then I was explaining to people like, yo, this ain't about no gangs or nothing. Like,
Right.
you can rep where you from without being a gang, you know, in a gang and so forth.
Right.
Because a lot of mothers
You know what I'm
was like,
saying?
yo, I love that jacket, but I can't buy my son that Chicago Avenue 66. I don't want them to think he a blah
Yeah,
blah blah.
yeah.
No, sweetheart, it's like this the bus route. Like this is the city bus route. You know what I mean?
So
And
you wear a Halsted, you know how long fucking Halsted is?
Right.
We're not saying 79th Halsted, we ain't saying 87th
We
Halsted.
talking about
ain't saying
Halsted,
80th, we
right.
saying Halsted.
Right.
Number
Exactly.
8 run, goddamn it, from south side all the way to the north side.
And shout out to my nigga Ace, man. Shout out to my nigga Ace from Flavor.
Yeah.
He another reason. And Curfew, you know what I'm saying? Curfew
Real solid
with King,
dude.
I Am King. They one of the reasons too why the jackets went crazy because he was opening up a boutique out west at the time, and he wanted all. We was gonna do the south side. And we was gonna get him all the west side blocks.
Yeah.
So we gave him all the west side blocks, the Pulaski, the Ciceros, the Lawndales, the blah blah blah.
yeah.
Shit went stupid on Facebook. It went crazy. Like I'm talking about crazy retweet, crazy. And then that's the jacket that actually got us in the shout out to my homegirl Yoshi who put us in the Black Women Expo last year. We got the model on the main stage.
That's dope.
And we actually doing it again. We doing it again this year. Exactly. So we in it again this year and them jackets was like because it's like a piece you can also it's like a club jacket. You can
Exactly,
wear it,
exactly,
you know?
exactly. You can be proud.
Yeah.
It's you know what I'm saying? It's a piece that you can wear and be proud of Chicago. If you from Chicago, you can be proud.
Oh, we seen these motherfuckers.
And right, and people that's fans of Chicago, you feel me? Like it's people in Miami that's wearing Bulls jerseys. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I just want to touch on. Like we send these shits overseas to Germany and all.
Right.
Because you got Chicago people everywhere.
Everywhere.
What better way to rep when you in LA with a Chicago jacket on or
Right.
when you in Miami or wherever you at, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, them jackets is crazy though.
So where do y'all see the brand growing from here? Like as far as like if y'all, I'm not asking for I don't want to know the inside information. I don't want to know the secret to the sauce. I just want to know like as far as
Mac sauce recipe.
I feel that. But like y'all ideal situation, what would be y'all next step that y'all would want to, y'all next goal that y'all would want to
I
reach?
guess we probably got two separate answers though.
You know what? Just my answer for the most part is just still pushing to reach mainstream. You know what I'm saying? Still pushing it for mainstream. And that's why a lot of the things that we generate, a lot of things that we create is something that's for every walk of life. I mean, even if you see me and him right now, I'm sitting here with a patchwork driver hat on and some suede ragabone Chelsea's. He got some L1s on and woo woo. But this kind of like is exactly the crowd that we trying to bridge together.
Right.
I want the dudes to dress like
Right,
me money,
right.
and I want the dudes to dress like his money. I want
Exactly.
everybody to be able to come in here and be comfortable.
So I give you that street appeal,
something for
and
you.
he'll give you that casual formal appeal sometimes. We'll swap it out.
We swap it out.
Yeah. I definitely peeped that.
Because sometimes you got, you know, a lot of people mummies out here, man. And there's no disrespect, but some people you're a mummy or you just go and say, let me get that mannequin right there. And there's no knock to that, but some people don't have a sense of style. Some people don't have that fashion sense where they know, like, yo, I can mix this burger with this 10.
And put together
and we want to help with that though. So
slick.
my answer would be like just to inspire, just keep inspiring, man. Like it don't stop asking. I just want to compete though.
Right.
And when I say compete, it ain't about we're gonna shit on them. I mean like I want that. I want to see what our numbers would do if we did a collab with H&M.
Right.
You know, one of these big time companies. You know
Maybe not
H&M.
H&M. Maybe not H&M, because we already know what they
Tired
going
of they monkey
through.
business.
Yeah, we tired of that monkey shit. But
you know what I mean,
I get where you coming from. I get where you coming. I get where exactly where you coming
that
from.
we actually was thinking about doing too. Speaking of collabo, and rather than reaching out, naturally we would always want to strive to collabo with somebody that's just kind of out there and big already. But before we even do that, more intimate collaborations will be shit that we actually gonna put in the works, like collabo on with Fly, collabo on with Fashion, Addison and Clark.
That is
Rich Boy Cartel, all that. Yeah.
Oh man, that is something that me personally I would love to see. I would love to see more Chicago collaborations. Like
speak volumes.
Exactly.
Outside of fashion, just speak volume for the city.
Yeah, exactly, because it'll unite. It'll show unity in a time where so much division. Yeah. It used to be a time where a whole neighborhood will rock together, but now it's like even cliques inside those neighborhoods. So it's more divided than ever. Yeah. And right now to see like the Addison and Clark collab with Fashion Geeks, that to me that'd be epic,
Yeah, that's crazy.
And that'd be dope for the city.
And you know what's so crazy though, Face Man? One of the greatest feelings in the world though, like these are our peers too, you know what I mean? Right. So some of these dudes has inspired us. So I walk in the club, I'm downtown, we walk in the club, we sipping whatever. Damn, I see my man over there, he got some Rich Boy Cartel on. I know Mace personally. I see my man over here, he got some Geek on. I know Zoe and Al, you know what I mean? I see my man over here, he got some other shit. Like, that's crazy, like, you know what I mean? In opposed to the Gucci's, the Louis, the blah, blah, blah. But it's I ain't know these people personally. I get on the phone like, yo, well, I see you out here cooking, you know what I'm saying? So that'd be a dope feeling right there. Outside of seeing our own shit, you know what I mean? That's
one thing that I always try to preach is that spend your money locally, you know? Because, I mean, why make a millionaire a billionaire?
Right.
And you got people in your backyard. That's why I'm sitting here with Addison and Clark right now. So hopefully somebody see this and be like, man, they clothes is lit. Yeah. Like I need that jacket. Yeah. I need that Popeye sweater, because a lot of people might shop because they train that way. You know what I'm saying? They train Gucci, Louis. Yeah. Not that we don't got anything against them, because you might catch us in it every now and then. Right. But at the same time, you can spread your money. Right. And you can get some Addison and Clark with your Louis, with your red bottoms. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But that's one thing that I always try to preach, in a question that I always ask when I'm doing interviews in Chicago is, do you think Chicago get the respect it deserves? Because right now, if you think about it, we got Kanye, who doing his thing with Yeezy, dominating. We got Virgil, who dominating with the Off-Whites. We got Don C. We got Vic Mensa, who Chance the Rapper, who doing his thing. We got RSVP, we got St. Alfred, we got Addison and Clark, we got Fashion Geeks, we got Leaders. I mean, we got Success. I mean, with so much going on and it's so big, do you think they pay Chicago the respect that we should garner?
Not yet.
I feel different.
I don't think they do. I don't think we mention. I think they definitely respect us. I mean, Chicago always gonna be respected. Period. From gangster shit to deep dish pizza to Michael Jordan,
exactly,
to the projects.
Can't get around that.
We got money here. We got made millionaires here. Like, you always gonna fuck with Chicago. Chicago, that city.
Right.
Can't get around that.
So you can't get around. You gotta fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got a choice really. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but what I think is, as far as notoriety as it pertains to fashion, I think me personally, I think Ye opened up a major gap in the system, because and you know what I'm saying, I pay homage to Ye a lot, because for one, again, I'm like motherfucking Huey Newton in the soul. It's black. To see a black man revolutionize the sneaker game like that, man. The Yeezy 1 was amazing. It was something that we never seen.
He definitely pioneered.
For him to be just a kid from Chicago, and
then to follow up with a Louis.
You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? Like, fucked them up.
Same time we said that.
Like,
I think we get it,
crazy.
Though,
you know what I'm saying? We get it. But
I think we get it, bro.
You think we get the recognition?
I think it's on tiers, though. I think we're on certain tiers, and there's no shot to nobody. But I think Ye put us on that pedestal. Like, yo, this a kid from Chicago. This
Look at
nigga-
Chicago.
Exactly.
You know
You
what
got to
I'm
pay
saying?
attention. And then this next tier, and it's, like I say, it's no not nobody, but it's the next tier like Zoe them, they household names. Corey with leaders, they household names. Fly on over to New York, and you know, so it's like we got niggas just got household names.
Right.
So it's like I've been rocking Fashion Geek for the last, I don't know what, 10, 15. My daughters listening to this shit. They 13 and 12. So that's what I'm
Right.
saying. So they see their father, then now they see their cousins. Blah, blah. So you got household names like wearing
Yeah.
this shit and knowing these people. So
Because the reason
I think we can just do that.
yeah, because I asked that because when I always ask that question because when we see certain shoes drop, it's Fashion Week in New York, or exclusive drop in New York, or exclusive for
Face, they don't
California.
give us a chance,
Yeah.
bro.
And
Like
what it
look,
is,
in
they
2020
going
we
off
about to get
tradition
the,
too, bro.
in
They
20
going off tradition.
exactly. In 2020 we about to finally get the All-Star game again. Like let's be honest, like. Give us that Fashion Week, we'll kill shit here.
Yeah,
and if Addison Clark and then Zone them will kill shit or
Yeah.
Rich Boy Cartel or whoever, like
motherfuckers don't know, man. Some of the waviest shit is here in Chicago.
Facts.
man,
If they did a Fashion Week here, shit, we would murk shit. Like, just
But that's what made me ask that question. Do you think we get the respect that we deserve with so much
But
that
see,
we
it's
doing?
based off the negative connotation they put on the news every day. Like, see, they gotta realize Chicago is violent, whatever case may be, it's a gangster city, blah blah blah. But this shit is in pockets, and this shit is in like
That's
certain
designated-
areas. So
that's
exactly.
designated areas.
Like
That
we
is
still
not
got a dope
Chicago.
city, a dope skyline,
I'm gonna go deeper
some
than
of the
that.
dopest niggas.
I'm gonna go deeper than that though, bro. I think really a lot of it though is just stagnant because of tradition. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of shit. Just for years, New York been known for this.
Yeah, they got
New
the,
York
like-
been known-
like-
it's
right.
just like fashion. Low key, when you think about fashion capitals and you think about wealth and kind of hidden Louis flagship stores, shit, the first thing you think about is what, like Paris, France, shit
Right,
like that.
right.
But the whole time, Africa fucking them up.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's the untold story. You see,
Yeah.
nobody knows that.
Yeah,
see what I'm
you
saying?
just put me on.
Yeah, nobody knows that though. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
motherfucker think Africa has got damn it giraffes and zebras and shit like that.
Yeah.
When you go to them spots in them parts of Africa in the country, yo, like, no, that's like real.
The colors they put
real,
together
like,
and the
yeah.
patterns they putting together.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's real shit. So, you know, it's just like tradition and a lot of training. You know what I'm saying? We've been trained to think that New York is still on top with this
Yeah,
and
but-
France is where you go for this and you know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Right,
it's just
right.
tradition. We're
Right,
trained at
trained.
this point. You know what I'm saying? That nobody think like, huh? It's fly niggas in Chicago? Like
Right.
They do that fashion shit for real in Chicago?
They
Like,
coachable.
nigga,
They still in front, but they still not slang.
you're wearing a Don C hat.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Wearing Yeezys
That's
out
what
over
I'm
there.
saying.
Right.
Like
Don C, know what I'm saying?
you see our stuff everywhere. You like Lux mentioned.
Right.
I slang thought and,
Everything.
and gang. I mean
Everything.
everything coming from Chicago. Yet we don't see the exclusive drops New York might get, or they might like Virgil. For example, he from Chicago.
Right.
He did an exclusive drop of his Off-White in Paris
Right.
only. You know, that's why I asked, do
But
you
it's
think
politics and shit into
Yeah,
that.
exactly?
But
Politics.
see, I look at it like this: Chicago, we family, like for years, bro. We was a consumer city. I'm gonna just be honest.
Right.
Like whatever Atlanta doing, whatever fucking LA doing, New York doing, Miami, we want to do that. You know what I mean? Now we got our own brands, our own names, our own rap pocket. We got our own. It's like now we can buy into our own shit, and that's we
Change the
finally
game.
get to that. Like it used to be a time where I ain't gonna front. I'm a New York Yankee fan, right? I was NY crazy, New York
Yeah,
Yankee,
yeah.
so forth and so on, yada yada yada. Ain't never been to a Yankee game though, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, damn, why I can't put on a Cubs jacket though, or
Right,
White
right.
Sox jacket? But to me, it was a color thing. I just like to wear that navy, like,
right,
but,
yeah, that pinstripe.
exactly. But in hindsight, I should have been like, damn, I put on this Cub joint, this Sox joint,
Right,
and
and
kill
rep-
shit.
right,
yeah,
right.
so now we starting to rep our city, like,
Yeah, now it's slowly changing.
People starting to get hip. You know, we was talking about it. Me and Lus was talking about one of our pieces we got for Addison and Clark, right? We were just talking about how the psychological mind fuck works, right? So some people with the address on the joint.
Right,
so
right.
we got sweats and we had one.
I got me a pair.
You know what I mean?
I
We got the
definitely got me.
1441 on that
Yeah.
wall. So some people like they're really not fashion forward or anything like that. Like, you know, why would you put I liked it, but why the address gotta be there? Woo woo. So I just fucked them up real quick. I was like, but I bet it'd be dope if you went to Barney's and bought a pair of Balmain sweats and it had motherfucking 15224 Paris woo 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 the address on it.
Right.
Because it's a Chicago address,
or a Cali piece that say Rodeo.
Los Angeles and the zip code and woo
And
woo.
Rodeo
You would think
Drive.
that's wavy as fuck. You would think that's
Right,
cold.
right.
But you're so psychological to diss home. We're trained to diss home.
Yeah.
Chicago ain't as important.
Yeah.
Right.
It's from Chicago,
Yeah,
come
exactly.
on. It ain't as
Right.
important. It
That's
ain't
true,
dope.
though. That's
You know what I'm
true.
saying? It's
I heard that man
motherfuckers
say, I
say
know what he
Brooklyn,
mean. I
New
ain't never
York,
asked him
or a Brooklyn, New York address. They're
Right.
like, hell, that shit cold. That shit.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
come on. Like the Virgil shit. He got the
Oregon,
Oregon
Nike
shit on
shit,
there.
right,
Motherfucker
right.
going crazy. Now, had that been a Chicago address on it, that motherfucker like,
Right.
But why, bro? Why? Because
Right.
you're psychologically trained to downplay where you from.
Yeah.
Everything else looks doper and brighter. Where you from is like, you know what I'm saying?
And if y'all didn't know why I'm sitting with Addison and Clark, I'm pretty sure y'all know by now why I'm sitting with these two guys right here.
Yes, sir.
They forward thinkers, thinking outside the box, not scared to share their knowledge, and they all about the people, man. If y'all get a chance to, make sure y'all stop in, grab you some gear, or at least check out the environment at the very least.
Yes, sir.
And you're gonna be happy with what you buy. Definitely quality material. I feel real good right now. You know, I feel like going out, you feel me? I'm feeling real clean right now. And I just want to shout out to y'all, man, and thank you for letting me sit down and occupy some of y'all time, man.
Gratitude.
When and we gonna definitely, I definitely still want to see that piece that you
I'm
was
finna
talking
show- I
about.
want you to
So
show
we
the people too, though.
we finna pause it right now, and you finna come back with that piece, and we finna check out some of their pieces.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, y'all. Just like we told you, man, we back, and Lux brought it up.
Yeah, man.
This that piece he said he had in the
Found
back.
it for y'all, man.
Vintage Jones.
Out the
That
vault,
real
man.
vintage move right
Tell them
here,
how when we
you know
did
what I'm
this
saying?
shit, it went crazy, and then everybody.
Man,
You talk to the people, man.
We started it like we be starting waves, man. Like, cause this shit right here. So we thought about it. We wanted to incorporate the CTA shit with the Halsted 8 into it, but we wanted
Let me
to
show
do-
the camera that.
Yeah, you know what I mean. The Halsted 8 joint on the back with the flannel with the zips on the side, so when you wear it, it's kind of long and the shit's.
And this is
unzipped
when
on the
everybody's
side.
wearing the elongated shit.
Yeah, so this was like when this
This
first
fashion
came on
forward
scene.
thinking right here.
The A right here, the 3M accents
Yeah,
right
that shit
there. This
like 6 years
2014,
old,
man. This shit is crazy right here, man.
Y'all did this in 2014.
I want to say that was like,
And probably,
I think
I
12.
think that's 12. Yeah,
maybe
probably
12.
2012 we did this.
2012, 2013. something.
Man.
Yeah, 2012 we
Forward,
did.
that's forward thinking right there, man.
Yeah.
So before we wrap everything up, I just want y'all to get the people y'all social media handles. How can they find Addison and Clark if they want to shop with y'all, in or out of state?
Out of state, you're going to go on theaddisonandclark.com. That's TheAddisonandClark.com. And if you're in town, you know what I mean, we're in the Beverly area. We 1441 West 103rd Street. We right here on the 103rd and Charles, right across on the other side from Julian High School. If you're familiar with the area, man. Yeah, so
Pull up.
Yeah, definitely. Heard it here first. Flight School TV, man. We out.
shout out to Face, man.
No doubt.
Flight School TV.